So if you want to add tangent lines onto your graph using the computer, you have to insert your graph into your Google Doc in a different way. So you would go over to your spreadsheet where you have your graph, select on your graph, go edit, then copy. When you go into your lab report, what you're going to do is you're going to go to insert and do it as a drawing. Now what you can do is you can paste your graph into this drawing and you can add things on top of it. So here, if I want to start adding tangent lines, I go to my line tool, and here I'll do a horizontal line at the 20-degree mark as my initial temperature for reaction 2. Now, didn't quite get it straight. There we go. And what I can do is I can change the features of the line over here using these buttons. So let's make it blue because we don't have, oh, we do have a line that's blue. Let's make it green. Here we'll change the thickness of the line so it's not too thick. And you notice I don't have it quite on 20, so if you click on it, you can actually move the line up and down using the arrow keys on your keyboard. Now that moves it quite a bit. If you want to move it in a smaller amount, if you hold down the shift and use your arrow keys, then you get a smaller move. So that looks about right. Oh, I got this straight line over here. There we go. Okay. So that'll be my T initial for my MGO. Now if I copy and paste it, I get another line that's exactly the same, and I can move it up and down so that I can get my highest max temperature here. That looks okay. Great. So I got my T final, I got my T max. Now what I'm going to do is show the delta T by doing an arrow in between these two green lines. So I start off by doing a line. Make sure it's straight. Oh, it looks good. And then I'm going to change the properties of the line again. So change the color, change the thickness, and then here I can change how the end of the line looks. So I want an arrow on the top and I want an arrow on the bottom. Okay. Now I'm going to label this delta T by adding in a text box. To get the delta sign, you have to insert a special character, and you can't do that using this menu. So if we do save and close, and click somewhere in our document and go insert special character, I always search for it over here, and there it is, it'll pop up for me. Then what I can do is cut or copy that delta sign. If I double click on my graph, I'll go back into my drawing box, and now I can just paste that delta sign into my text box. So here, this data set, the delta T, we had an initial max temperature of 26.1, and we had an initial temperature of 20, so my delta T here is 6.1 degrees Celsius. You would then go and add tangent lines onto your magnesium trial. So one that just grazes the top, your max temperature up here, one at your T initial, and put an arrow in another text box showing the delta T. When you're all done drawing on top of your graph, you just hit save and close, and you can still move your graph around. You can shrink it and things like that, and your tangent lines will respond the same way your graph does. All right? Hope that helps.